What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pokemon TCG, guys. I'm very excited for today's episode. As you guys know, every Tuesday we have been building a new expanded deck, testing out an old expanded deck, or doing different stuff with that. In the future, I actually want to check out some different deck lists that either you guys submit or that we find as like the top current decks online. Today, though, we are going to be building another expanded deck here for our use, and I'm really excited for today's expanded deck. Today, we are focusing on the fighting types. Really excited for this one. Specifically, we'll go ahead and open up our tile right here. We'll scroll through these as we talk about them. I'm really excited for a couple of the different cards that we do have in here. I'm sure you guys will see a couple of them as we go past, because I'm really excited to see how they will play. And that's what I'm really excited to do today. So what we're going to do, basically, is I'm going to choose the Pokemon with you guys, show the Pokemon that I'm wanting to choose to put into this deck, and then I'll spend a few minutes throwing in energy and trainer cards on my own. I'll show you guys what I ended up putting in, and then from there we will jump into a game and see how it goes. So there's everything we got right there. I hope you guys got a good glance there, because I already know a couple of the things that we want to add here. So first off and foremost, we're just going to tag the V cards specifically. So we have the Phalanx. All of your Pokemon have Phalanx in their name, take 20 less damage. So basically only this guy will take 20 less damage. And then we can do 210 damage during your next turn. You can't attack. Solid card that we can add in there. V cards are currently where it's at. We also have Stonejorn. V guard press during your opponent's next turn. The Pokemon takes 20 less damage. Pretty solid. 1 energy, do 40 damage, take 20 less. And then for 3 Mega Kick, honestly just a solid Pokemon that we're going to go throw in here. Let's go ahead and pull up our GX Pokemon. So we have a handful of GX Pokemon here. And there are a couple that I already knew I was going in with. So Marshadow and Machamp. Just look at it for a second. I really just like the art on this one, but also Revenge. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out, does 90 more damage. So if one of our Pokemon gets knocked out, we come in using 2 energy and we're doing 120 damage, and then 100 blows impact doing 160 damage, and then the GX move for 200 damage, and if you have 1 extra energy, so 4 energy total, blah blah blah. And if it would be knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during their next turn, it is not knocked out and the remaining HP becomes 10. So you use that with 1 extra energy. Say we have 260 HP, or we have 270 HP, and we do that move, do 200 damage to this opponent, who then does a huge move back to us and would have knocked us out. We instead have 10 damage and we can attack again. Pretty solid GX move, to be honest, or if he gets super high up in HP. So that tag team card is absolutely going in. I do believe that is my only, I believe that's my only, oh, what? Is this not even considered a tag team Pokemon? Oh, no, because I clicked V. Yeah, that is my only tag team Pokemon that I do have. That's okay. Well, EXs, Mega Steelix EX is the only one I have, because he's Metal and Fighting type. We aren't going to be using him. I don't have, this is Mega Steelix EX. I don't have Steelix EX, so we aren't going to be using that for that reason there. Prism, Ultra Beast, all of those. So let's go back to the GXs, because we're not done here. Aerodactyl, another we're going to be using. He does evolve from the item, the unidentified fossil. I have a few of those. We will be using those. Primal Winds, as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's basic Pokemon attack cost 1 additional. Pretty solid. Boulder Crush for 3, does 120 damage. Wild Drive GX attack does 50 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Pretty solid move there. So we're going to throw that guy in. We do have Flying on GX here. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, all of your Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks. If there's any Stadium card in attack, this attack does 120 more damage and then discard it. And then Sonic Edge, this attack's damage is unaffected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So you get in there with a Rapidash who flips a coin and has heads and is protected. Oops, sorry, this still hits you. That kind of idea there. Now my issue with Flygon is I don't have Vibra. I'm sure I can find it in the theme deck, but as you guys can see, we've been spending a lot of money on Rebel Clash. We don't have the money for that theme deck. We'll throw it in here. We do have Trapinch. We do have a way around that with rare candies. Here is the boy, though, that I'm excited to build this deck around, which is Lucario Gx. If this Pokemon evolved from Railu during this turn, this Pokemon attack does 90 more damage, and Cyclone Kick for 130, and then the GX attack does 30 more damage for each counter on this Pokemon. Pretty solid there. We'll throw him in there. We will, of course, have to get their pre-evolutions. And then we do have some other ones that we're probably going to end up throwing in here, because I want to end up around about 14 Pokemon. But with the way this deck is honestly looking, we have a lot to go from. So we have Machamp EX here. Crosscut, if your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, you do 60 more damage. Pretty straightforward. And then you do 130 damage for Bedrock Breaker, and any discard in play does get discarded. It doesn't give it any additional damage, but it is there. And then the GX Punch isn't affected by resistance. So we'll throw that in there as well. We also have 2 Buzzwoles here. They both have the exact same thing, just different art. I honestly should trade one of these away. But so Jet Punch, this attack does 30 more damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This Pokemon can't attack during its next turn. This attack does 40 more damage for each of your remaining prize cards. So, which do we like better? We like him. We'll throw him in. And then, of course, we do have Zygarde. So he is the current Pokemon that you can earn from doing your daily streak and all that. So I guess I feel compelled to put him in, but otherwise that is what we're going to go with. So we have 9 Pokemon right here that are all GXs or Vs or tag teams, and I feel like that's honestly maybe not great, but we are going to put in 2 cards that aren't that, because I love Sirfetch'd and Sword and Shield, and I just feel like to put him in here. And also, he's a pretty solid evolution here. Pierce for 40 damage, and then Meteor Assault for 180 damage. Pretty solid. And then Galarian Farfetch'd, Flip of Coins of Head, does 30 more damage. Pretty solid. We might end up removing them if we see that does need to happen, but I think otherwise it should be okay. Also, kind of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are kind of 2 that I wouldn't mind throwing in here as well if we do need some other ones, just because their coordinated strikes are pretty solid. But what we specifically need is the pre-evolutions for these Pokemon. So we're gonna go ahead and search up for Rylu. Soon as I correctly spell Rylu's name, because I am currently misspelling it. The O is first. Duh. Which Rylu do we want to throw in here? Because we have a few. Alright, they 70 HP. Honestly, this one, the Reverse Hollow, might be good to go and just have a kick for 20 damage. Have a kick for 20 damage might be pretty smart. Yeah, let's go for that. Kick for 20 damage. Ooh, which art though? They're both Reverse Hollows. Honestly, I really like this one, so we're going to throw that one in there. Get that evolution going there. We also need to go ahead and grab ourselves a Machop and a Machamp, or a Machoke. The only Machop, though, that I actually have, though, is only from the Mewtwo, I can't think of the name of the theme deck, but that's the only Machop I have, and that is not the only Machoke I have. I do have this one right here. Prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. That's pretty solid. So we'll go ahead and throw that one in there as well. So we have that evolution line there. So the other evolution line that we do need is, of course, Flygon GX, which... So we have Trapinch here. No? Is that not how you spell Trapinch? I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, well now I'm just stupid. And I can't spell anyone's name today. Why can't I spell any Pokemon's name today? Oh, it's Trapinch. Duh. I knew that. Search your deck for a Stadium card and put it into your hand. Actually, that's pretty solid. And then I'm fairly certain I don't have his middle one, which is Vibravia. Yeah, we don't have it. I just wanted to check the spelling to make sure. We do not have the middle one. So that's really only going to happen from using the rare candy. So give me just 1 second, and I'm going to go ahead and add in all those items that we're going to use. All right, we got it. So starting off with the energy here. So we got 11 fighting energy here, nothing too special. 2 double colorless that we do need for a couple. And then we also have this special energy. This is strong energy. It's going to be attached to fighting type Pokemon. It adds fighting energy, of course, but it also allows us to do 20 more damage on top of that before applying weaknesses and resistance. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. And then if you pair that up with, say, I don't know, a Muscle Band, then you're doing 40 additional damage. And then just to run through our items here, we of course have the Air Balloon, making retreat costs 2 less. Our teammates that we tend to use in every deck, which is if we get knocked out, we can search our deck for 2 cards. Red's Challenge, of course. Marnie here, you and the opponent both take your cards, put them on the bottom of your shuffle, then put them on the bottom of your deck, and then I draw 5, they draw 4. Pretty solid there. Dan, of course, this is a new card from the Rebel Clash from the theme decks. We play rock, paper, scissors. I just think it's a fun card. We have 3 Cynthias. We have, of course, my amazing Giovanni Boss's Orders, which is just Lysandra switches their Pokemon around. Nothing too exciting here. The Pokemon Research Lab, this is a stadium card. Once during each player's turn, that player may search for their deck for up to 2 Pokemon evolved from identified fossil. Really, that's just an extra way to get us Aerodactyl, and just to throw it in there and see if it's actually viable, if it's something we need. 1 identified fossil, of course. We have the Versus Seeker, our town map, our switch, 2 of those, 2 rare candies, 2 Professor's Letters to get us basic energy, our Pokédex, the new nugget that we ended up pulling, which if you draw this card, as soon as you draw it, you draw 3 cards. Pretty cool. Then, of course, we have the Field Blower, the Pokemon League Field Blower Reverse Holo. I actually pulled this card the other day from my comic shop gave me some online codes, which is pretty awesome. 2 Evolution Instants, 3 Energy Retrievals, and then 1 Acro Bike. So let's go ahead and save this deck up here. Who are we going to use for our coin? This is the hardest decision here. Do I have a Lucario coin? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. If not, I really don't know who we would choose for our coin here, because I don't even... Yeah, I don't have... Really, I don't have any coins that I think actually work with this deck right now. Ooh, that's really sad. That's really sad here. We might just go with a bog standard Pikachu coin here. Yeah, we'll just go with the Pikachu coin here until we can get ourselves a better coin. As well as for deck box, we'll do the fighting deck box, and for our card sleeves, we haven't unlocked the card sleeve for it, so we'll just do the default card sleeve. We'll go ahead. What are we going to name this one? What are we going to name this one? Rock Hard was the first thing that came to mind, but I don't want to do that. So let's go for Rock and Roll. It's a bad name. We'll change it. Although, to be fair, yes, I want to say that with the incomplete evolution chain, it's fine. To be fair, our fire deck... Oh, no, it's not no longer... I thought it was still called Fire TBA. I changed it to Getting Heated. It's a good name, isn't it? Yeah, I know you guys right now are going, wow, that's a good name. All right, guys, let's check out this Rock and Roll expanded deck. I really have no idea how this is going to go. All right, what are we playing against here? We're playing against the normal fire and dark type. They just got their Arceus coin, which is the default coin, so I'm not going to feel too bad about using a Pikachu coin here. All right, they're going to go first here. What do we got in our hand right off the bat? Nothing. Neither do they. So we're both just going to reshuffle and go for it. We got Town Map, which has got Farfetch to start us off with. But honestly, nothing else. We can immediately, right off the bat, do Pierce, which is really nice since we do have a double colorless energy. And we did immediately also pull our Town Map. So we can, as soon as we get our prize cards, check and see what it looks like. He did take a mulligan, didn't he? I think so. So I think we'll at least get 1 free card here. We have 2 switches, which isn't really nice. I need a Cynthia, is kind of what I need. Cynthia to just reset our hand would be great right now. No, he didn't take a mulligan. I thought he did, but I guess he didn't. We have the Field Blower in our hand, but I don't see us needing to Field Blow anything right off the bat here. Discard 2 cards from your hand and then search your deck for a Pokemon. Using an Ultra Ball, probably going to grab a basic Pokemon, if not like a GXV or a Tag Team. It's going to be a decent Pokemon, I can't imagine. Ooh, he discarded Lysandra. Interesting. What does he have in his hand then? Are those 4 cards just energy cards then? Tornado GX. Of course he's going to pull a sweet GX card there. He's going to immediately throw up there. He hasn't placed any energy yet, though. So those might just be item cards. Or other support cards that he doesn't want to play yet. One of them is a double colorless, so we'll immediately be able to do 30 energies. Play that nugget. Got the nugget. We drew it so we can immediately draw 3 cards. We'll go ahead and throw the Pokemon Research Lab into play there. We'll go ahead and throw our town map into play here, see what's in here. Solid. We're actually going to use Red's Challenge next hand. No. Yes, actually we're going to use Red's Challenge right now. We're going to use Red's Challenge right now. And we're going to get rid of both of the Field Blower and the Switch. And we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our unidentified fossil here. Go ahead and put it up there. There we go. I was like, can you go somewhere, please? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And should I go ahead and do 30 damage to this guy? I can't remember actually Aerodactyl. I can't actually remember what energy he needs. He needs one of them. He only needs one of them. He only needs one of them. Can I use this right now? Oh. Oh, do I not need the... Oh, it just puts it onto my bench. I don't even need the I didn't... Okay, that's something good to know. We don't need the unidentified fossil for that. That's good to know. Would have been nice to know that earlier. I just misread it. I completely went over the word bench there. That's why I do this, though, is I throw in the random cards like this to play this out and see how it goes. Now I do wish I did have that field blower there, so I could get rid of his... ooh, that's some special energy there. If this card is discarded, put it to your discard pile instead. Alright, we also pulled an Evolution Instance, which we don't really need. I think we should... I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it on our hand for now. Alright, let's go ahead and go here. Go ahead and do a quick Pierce. I'm surprised he didn't attack me last time. Like, he didn't even try and... Oh, no, he did damage me. I didn't... My mouse kept falling over it, and I was like, why didn't he attack me? That's weird. Evolution Instance, we could grab Flygon GX if we end up pulling Rare Candy. The reason I haven't used it yet, though, is if we end up pulling a Cynthia, then I'm going to want to use Cynthia before just waiting for Rare Candy to come. The other Evolution Instance is in there. Machoke is in there, so we can't really use Machoke right now to get Machamp GX unless we end up getting a Rare Candy. But right now, I'm really hoping to pull a Cynthia. We have 3 in there. I don't know the odds that's going to be the next card that we pull. Also, with that, though, with the Pokemon Research Lab, if we always wait for the stadium to come and play, I think it might be smart to keep both of these in our hand, though, if I'm being quite honest. I think it might be smart to hold on to both of them. What do we got here? Energy Retrieval. Not what I was hoping for. Really, 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 really hoping for Cynthia to come out. Yeah, there's nothing I want to do here. There's no switching that needs to be done because Aerodactyl can't do anything, Trapinch can't do anything. Yeah, just go do 10 damage. Go do 10 damage because there's nothing I can do here. He is going to die. And then I think I'll throw the unidentified fossil in because it has 60 HP. So I can just leave it. I can just leave it in there because it's not gonna give them a prize card for killing it. But the card can't retreat, but it's fine. It's fine. I think. I think that should be fine. It'll just waste 2 turns for him there, and we'll pull some energy here. Should we go ahead and go in and do 120 damage? I think it might be smart to go ahead and go in and kill this guy, which he is immediately going to come in with this, which does 160 damage. We aren't weak to it, though. And then we can do 50 times 3 and not kill it. So we won't kill it. But I think this is really our only... play here. Is to go ahead and go in and kill a Pokemon here. Yeah, just pull some basic energy. He's gonna come in with Tornado. If he doesn't, yeah, I was like, I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. Because he has 190, and he's not gonna put another energy on himself. There's no reason for him to. He's thinking really hard right here. Because we'll do 50 times 3. So that's only 150 damage, though. I mean, it's decent damage. Or we could just go with 120 damage and then do another 120 damage. But he's going to deal 160... Oh, well, if he does 160 damage, he discards 2 energy. But then if he pulls another energy next time, he can immediately do 20 damage and put 80 damage onto us if we knock him out. I think no matter what, our Aerodactyl is going to die like up against this Pokemon here. Oh! That's so because he wanted X. I was like, that's an interesting play. It's because he was discarding the 2 energy. He discarded the special energy. Oh, wow. Wow. Well played. Well played. Because this special energy if discarded by an attack of the Pokemon on this card, you put it back onto the Pokemon. Wow, that's such a good play there. Wow, oh wow, is that a good play there. That's a good play there. That's all I can say about that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do my GX move. Get 150 damage onto him. Because I think that's the only way we're going to pull off a win here. He is going to kill us this next turn. He will have to discard 2 energy to do it, though, so he'll be only down to 2 energy. Because he'll, of course, get that one back. Oh, he's going to heal 6 damage. Okay, okay. So at this point, like, I can't really decide if this deck is viable or it isn't viable. Just from one game, you can't really see that, but you can see a bit of how the Kings can work out using the unidentified fossil. For like, we didn't need to use the. I mean, we did need the Professor's Research Lab to pull out Aerodactyl. He kills Aerodactyl here. That happens. That happens no matter what. I don't think there was anything else we could have done there other than just. We probably should have left the unidentified fossil in there. Just so we could build up some cards. If we could pull a Cynthia, this could change. This game could change if we could pull a tag team card. But honestly, we just don't have the energy in our hand right now. We'll be able to energy retrieval and bring back the 1 energy, but we can't energy retrieval back the double colorless energy, which is the thing. Oh, he only did 20 damage to me. Interesting. A very interesting play just done by him. Do I want Cynthia next, or do I want him next? I think I want him. I think I want to pull him, and then I'll pull Cynthia. I'm fine with that right there. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I think we do 120 damage and we knock this guy out. We knock him out. He is going to, of course, put the counters on us, but either way, our Aerodactyl is dead here, right? Either way, our Aerodactyl dies. He doesn't survive this going forward. And then we could pull the Evolution Incense, because we have a rare candy and we could have Machamp. I think that's what we do, and I don't think we place... No, I think we place this energy onto him so he can go in and do 50 damage. Alright, that's what we do here. That's what we're doing here. We're gonna kill him. That's fine. We also die. He could have killed us, though, without him dying, which was a very interesting play that he made there. It's a very interesting play. We'll take the Evolution Incense, and then we'll also take the Energy Retrieval. I'll just throw him in there. We'll throw him in there. He doesn't have a resistance to us, which is nice. And it's going to take him a couple rounds to set up his Flamethrower. Also, since he didn't have a Pokemon in play when that got knocked out, he didn't get to reattach it to a Pokemon. He does go ahead and put out his own Stadium card. That may player if... Oh, shoot! So I can actually discard one of my energy to do it. So this actually works in favor of me. I do actually have this card. Alright, so he's going to do an additional damage here. He's going to do a total of 50 damage to us. He's doing a lot of plays here, but we also have a lot of plays coming our way as well. Although if we do end up using this rare candy next turn, with the Evolution Instance, we will not pull Cynthia, because that will make us shuffle our deck. So we do have to decide. I think that might be worth it, though. Honestly think it might be worth it to get Machamp and get him here. The likelihood that we're going to pull another Cynthia is high, considering we haven't touched one yet. Because we're going to pull this boy right here, which is nice. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon take... Yeah, like, he's great. He'll be a great setup here. If I put the energy onto him... I feel like I had the energy on him. Did I not? Yeah, how did this energy get discarded? I don't remember energy getting discarded here. Oh, because he used his Team Flare Gun. That's fine, actually. That's actually fine. We'll go ahead and throw that onto you. So here's the thing. I could let him do his move and leave the energy in the discard pile and have it get attached to him to do 130 damage. But I think it would be better spent putting that on some... Okay, I'm going to Evolution Instance. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and pull Machamp GX. Going to go ahead and use our Rare Candy here. Going to go ahead and put Machamp GX onto him. So he's there. That's great. He looks really pretty. If your opponent is an evolution Pokemon, which none of his are right now. All of his are actually basic Pokemon. Arcanine is the only one he has. I appreciate you saying that I have a good deck. That means a lot to me. He'll only do 50 damage to me next time. I think the smart choice. I think this is the smart choice here. And if it isn't, I can always energy retrieval and put one onto Strandurner and at least get him to do a hit. Even should he die here. So I think this is the smart play. I think this is the smart play. What we just... It was evidently so smart a play, it caused them to concede. Oh. Well, okay then. I'll take that. Let's go ahead and check out how this went up here. His biggest attack was 160, whereas mine was 150. That was pretty solid there. We each took 3-3. I'm not sure why he left at that point. Like, that could have went back in his way there. I feel like that absolutely could have turned back in his way there. Let's check out his the deck that we went up against there. Honestly, that was his only GX card. Oh, wow. I think we got off lucky there. Only going up against one. Which, I mean, to be fair, like, look at this cards right here. And then look at ours. We have some really good fighters cards, which is why I wanted to build this deck, because I've noticed I have some really good. Like, we didn't even get to use Lucario, which he's the one I've been most excited to use, just because his art. Oh my gosh, Machamp, we didn't get to use him, but listen, we can see how this deck is viable. I'm really excited to keep messing around with it. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section down below. Let me know if there's anything you think should change in it or anything else I should add to it. Definitely, for sure, I would like to tinker with this one a little bit, but I'm not sure where it needs to be. We could remove a couple Pokemon and add in some additional energy, which might be helpful, and then maybe throw in that Stadium card to discard it to withdraw. I don't know. Let me know all your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, I will see you next week, where we are going to be building a fairy deck. I know you're like, why? Because I want to. I need to complete a challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.